Mic working. Yay! Okay. Hi. Sorry everybody uh, for I had technical difficulties. First scuff stream. Yay! We are going to be continuing the 32 deck challenge. I hope the audio is okay for everybody, but in case it isn't, let me know and we will fix it however we can. We are going to start with a brand new deck. Can anyone take a guess what that's going to be? It's going to be based on who I am, your favorite Angel VTuber. It's going to be, of course, the one and only Giada. I actually have a Hatsune Miku Giada. I wish I could show you if you are not familiar with it. Actually, let me show you a picture real quick. Hatsune Miku Angel. And it's not going to show the MTG card because it's going to shoot. Yeah, okay. Right here. Can everybody actually let me make sure everything look. I'm so sorry, YouTube and Twitch. I have not actually changed it. There we go. Now you can see the beautiful deck we're making. Giada, Font of Hope, Angel deck, Angel Tribal. We made Phyrexian Tribal last week, or earlier this week, and now we're gonna do Angel Tribal. We're not gonna do Angel Tribal. We're not gonna do Tribal for all of the decks, but we are gonna do it for this one. If anyone has any suggestions for angels, be sure to put them in the comments. I will be trying to look at chat all the time. Honestly, it's gonna be a little bit hard. Hang on, let me fix myself real quick. Oh, nope. Okay, can I make my yeah, a little bit bigger? There we go. There we go. Hello, hello. You can see my lovely face now. Is my mic on TikTok working? Yes. Awesome. I'm gonna do it. Hello, Tom Hollandaise. How's it going? How was pussies? Use my pussy anytime. What? Who said that? We are good. Okay, let's start with making the deck actually, because we are going to do that. And in the meantime, it's going to thumbs up. That's it. No, nothing more than a thumbs up. I'm going to figure out how to actually, we're going to go to Moxfield. As usual, we're making a Moxfield deck. or we use Moxfield to make all of our decks. So what we shall call this deck, Miku Miku Beam. Make it Giada, Font of Hope. Bada bing, bada bang, right there. Let me fix that real quick for TikTok. Now you can see the commander we're making. I'm not the biggest fan of the weird vertical format, if I'm being honest. But, oh well. On TikTok, but it works the best, and that's how people show up. And if, in case no one saw my video today, I will be doing a cooking stream in a maid outfit live. I don't know why I said the live. A stream is always live. We'll be doing it live if I hit 50 followers on Twitch and I hit affiliate. Then we'll be doing a cooking stream. We'll be following a good friend's recipes. I'm sure some of you know she was somewhat on the last stream. She was in the TikTok on the last stream. Mom's Wooden Spoon. So if you haven't already, be sure to follow me on Twitch so that you can see me in a maid outfit. I just have to buy it, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I want to. I mean, how expensive could a maid outfit be? It can't be that expensive, right? Right? No one. It's not. Maid outfits aren't expensive, I hope. In the meantime, let's begin by putting up a. Hang on. I'm gonna just put my phone over here. So that way I can be seen by everybody. Lovely, lovely. I'm gonna get rid of this tab and let's get started. Let's start with always the lands. We always start with the lands. Are there any cool lands that we want to be putting in this deck? Does anyone have any suggestions? I realize now that I am not putting. I need to make sure all the chats are here. It's really hard. I mean, I am streaming. I am streaming to 3 different places: YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok right now. So forgive me if this is more scuffed than last time, or if there's any problems. It's going to be a little bit hard to fix. But you know us. We always get this done. We know how to do this. Let's see. Okay, obviously planes. We're going to need to be putting planes in the deck because it's mono white. We've done white so far for everything. Planes. Lovely planes. We have a bunch of those, so that's not going to be an issue. We're still not going to be using a budget, per se, because I'm lazy and I don't want to do a budget. We're just not going to choose any crazy expensive cards. And thank you for coming. Thank you for the likes and everything. I will be sure to do so. I think obviously a Nykthos Shrine to Nyx is a good thing to be putting in this deck because it's mono white. We're going to be having mono white devotion. I just looked at the price. I don't think we can actually put that in the deck. $40 for a card. I don't have that kind of cash. Let's see what else we can put in there. War Room. What does War Room do? Pay life equal to the number of colors in your commander's color identity. Draw a card. That's not bad. We only have to pay 1 life. Angels, I think we're going to be gaining life a ton. Oh, we are Panda. We are going for the white deck for the 32 deck challenge. We're going to be going with the Angel Tribal with Giada because I have the Hatsune Miku Giada and it's great. And Tom Hollandaise, thank you for the goat. I got it. That's a gift. I don't know how do gifts work on TikTok? I don't know how that works. Does anyone know how gifts on TikTok work? I'm going to assume you didn't spend money for that. And I'm going to hope you didn't. Thank you, Tom Hollandaise, regardless. I think we're going to put War Room. We're starting with the lands, everybody. One thing, we are starting with the lands because that's the easiest thing to start with. With Angels, I think we're just going to be doing like a standard 33 lands. Unless anyone else, Sky Guy on TikTok, thank you for the likes. Unless anyone has any other numbers for lands, I think we're going to go with the standard 33. I don't think it's going to be too crazy to deal with to put in angels, especially because Gyata says our commander is literally getting us more mana. But I'm going to put in, what is that? War Room. It's not an expensive card. Only $5. That's not bad. War Room. I mean, we could just start with the cooler cards. It's not like it's a great thing to be doing. I mean, like, I don't know. This is my second stream ever, really. So I'm just going everything off the fly, off the cuff. We're gonna just put in. We're gonna go back to cool cards. We're going to be putting in all the cool angels. We might splurge a little bit for the angels because, angels. I don't see why we wouldn't. Let's see. Who we be putting in this deck? Seraph Sanctuary is another land. When it enters the battlefield, you gain a life. When an angel enters the battlefield under your control, you also gain a life. Pretty good. We're going to be putting in the deck. And remember, everyone, if you have any suggestions for any cards you think should be put in the deck, feel free to put them in. And honestly, we will likely just put in regardless, as long as it's in the actual colors that we need to be in. If that makes sense. If any of that made sense. I am trying to... I did not get much sleep. I'm weirdly tired. So forgive me if I am not making any sense. I know how to spell Seraph Sanctuary. Also, if I'm cutting out, I tried a new audio thing. If I am cutting out, please let me know, because I don't want to be cutting out. The High C on Twitch. Hola. For flavor. Hello for flavor, I guess. Hi. Hello. How many... not to get off topic. How many followers am I at on Twitch right now? Am I on very high? Okay, I'm at 28. I am not. Well, I'm not saying I'm not looking forward to wearing a maid outfit, but hitting 50, I wear a maid outfit for a cooking stream. I have cooked 2 things in my life: fried rice and fancy fried rice. Yeah, I see. What up, Home Slice? What up? I am going to be putting a... Let's see. What else should I put in the deck? Let's see. Starnheim Aspirant says, angel spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. I think that is a great... In the deck, we're going to be putting... What the hell do you actually spell that? If I'm being honest. Can I just copy and paste it? Is that an option? I'm going to just copy and paste it into the... Because hell no I am not going to be spelling that out. Also, I'm sorry, was that a... How expensive was that card? $5.68? This deck is not going to be cheap. I think this is going to be the most expensive deck we make. I think. I see on Twitch, I followed you because of the maid outfit stream. I mean, hey... That gets people to show up. I will gladly wear a maid outfit. Does anyone have any maid outfit suggestions? Because if you do, I will take them. I've never worn a maid outfit. If I'm being honest. I've worn cosplay, a Bridget cosplay from Guilty Gear, and that's it. It's gonna be so weird. My parents are gonna be so confused if I walk out of the house with a maid outfit or walk around with a maid outfit. Medallion's gonna go in the deck because it makes white spells easier to cast. I don't know how to spell medallion. Doesn't matter. I don't know. What should I cook on stream? There is a friend of mine's mother. Mom's Wooden Spoon. She has a cooking podcast, and the idea was to do some stuff with her, or not with her, but like some of her recipes, because she makes such good food. It's crazy. This is kind of sort of a plug, but not really. If you want to go find her, but the food is so good, and excuse me. Hold on. I just realized I have not been recording this at all. I don't know. What? Okay, that sounded wrong. I'm not gonna do stuff with her. No. Bad chat. I'm gonna be doing some of the recipes though. Her son. You in that thigh high C. Thigh high C on Twitch. You in that, ma'am. You in that. That's all you. Okay. Yes, I misspoke. Okay. We're not gonna. Freak 90 on YouTube says hello Freak 90. Welcome. Oh. In the deck, we're also going to be putting Swords to Plowshare and Path to Exile, because those are the best. Those are the best removal in white. Anyone joining us, we are continuing the 32 deck challenge, because there were so many great suggestions, but for mono white, I feel like it's very in flavor, very in theme for us to be doing Giada Font of Hope for a tribal angel deck, because I am everyone's favorite angel VTuber. We're going to be putting Swords to Plowshare and Path to Exile as well. And Roy Messo, you have caught me on TikTok. You have caught me, yes. For anyone who does not know, I also stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I would do Fridays, but I have D&D every Friday instead, so I can't do that. Swords. How do I spell swords to plow? Share. I'd like to be plowshared. Who said that? Not me. I didn't say anything. You all said it. So what would everyone... Okay, oh shoot. What was that? Bro Messi, thank you for the heart on TikTok. Thank you for the heart. I don't know how these gifts work. Does anyone know how TikTok gifts work? I really don't know how any of this works. I don't know what those mean. I feel like you're spending money and I don't actually know. Astrus Gaming on... Am I saying that right? Astrus Gaming on YouTube. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are building a Giada deck for the 32 deck challenge. And we are trying to be putting decks stuff in, and people... I'm bad at talking and doing an activity at the same time. Path to Exile. That's what we need to put. Path to Exile. How do we spell that? Exile. Got it. So you don't need to know. Just let it happen. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll look it up later. But there's this recipe. So for the cooking stream, there is this recipe for like... Oh, Messi sent 4 roses. I feel like that's something, and I don't actually know. And now it worries me that people are spending money. We're warning for everybody. You don't have to spend money. It's okay if you do. I am okay with it, but be responsible with it, please. Now I'm freaking out here. The cooking stream. Okay. For the cooking stream, I think we will be... I don't know. Does anyone have any suggestions for the cooking stream? Any recipes? Because there are these sauerkraut balls. I hated sauerkraut for the longest time. And thank Cruel Messi. Thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. You're everywhere, aren't you? And remember, everybody, share the Twitch stream, because if you do and I hit 50 followers and hit Twitch affiliate, I have to do a maid outfit stream, cooking thing. I have to figure out how to actually cook. I don't. What do I cook? There's these sauerkraut balls. I hated sauerkraut for the longest time. I feel like I'm regressing because every time I start talking and then I do something else and then I talk again. So if that is a thing, please let me know. I hope that's not annoying. We're gonna assume that's annoying. Unless someone says that, we're gonna assume. Yeah, I see. I don't know 9 stuff. I was Yu-Gi-Oh nerd, not a mad. You don't know none of this. Fair enough. The high C. I played. Okay, what are your thoughts on the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh? Then let's talk about that. I played Yu-Gi-Oh for a little bit. You're here for Magic, but we're also here for. I play all the card games, mind you. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh. I've played Hearthstone. I play Magic. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I already said that. I've played Shadowverse, the first and the new one. I have played. I feel like there's more, and what was that? Riftbound? Riftbound? I played Riftbound. I have played. What else? I feel like there's more. Not going TikTok. I'm not going to invite someone who's streaming to actually with me. That's dumb. Kuro Messi says a girl after my heart. Is it because I play a lot of TCGs? Is it because I'm poor and I just have a desk full of cardboard? I'm being honest, that's the case. Kuro Messi just did 95 bits. I feel like that's a lot of money. I know bits are money. I know bits are money. You can't trick me this time. I know bits are money. Spend responsibly, people. Okay. I like Messi, you keep saying it's okay, and I want to believe you. I'm just gonna choose to believe you and just assume you're rich. Because if you're not, I'm going to feel really bad. Thing. I see says, oh, that's like $1 bajillion or something. No, it's not. Please tell me it's not. Now I feel really bad. No. Girl Messi says no, it's not. For anyone joining in, Girl Messi on okay. I don't know how money works. Currency's hard. Currency is hard for me to understand. Fatty Steady, thank you for the on TikTok. Thank you for the like. Kuro Messi just gifted 5 subs on Twitch. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Tom Hollandaise on TikTok says, "Will you ever play Fortnite?" That depends. Do people want me to play Fortnite? I will play Fortnite. Tom Hollandaise, I will play Fortnite with you, and whoever wants me to play Fortnite, I'll play Fortnite. Romesso says, "Subbies, thank you. I want to say thank you so much. I don't know how to be. I don't know what I should be doing in response to that. This is my second stream ever." I don't know what I should be doing in this case. I'm just here. I'm just building a magic deck. I'm not special. And people are showing up. And it's weird. Thank you for everyone showing up. Regardless. Bro, what should I be making for what's it called? The maid outfit, what's it called? What did I just say? Now my brain's fried. The maid outfit cooking stream. What should I make? What do you think I should make? Or anyone who has an idea. What's y'all's favorite food? We're gonna start with that. Favorite foods, everybody. So it's on TikToks or on Twitch. Says it's from all the times I've been harassing you on your posts. I wouldn't call it that. People enjoy it. People are talking. It's okay. You had what's it called? You the first time you ever commented on my stuff, I was actually in the middle of a convention. I Last week I was at a convention. I was at Anime Week in Atlanta. Uh Freak90 says on YouTube says I should make cake, and the high C on Twitch has sent an emoji of a cake. Okay, I mean, if everyone thinks it's cake I should be making, what kind of cake? Okay, what's your favorite cake? Strawberry, chocolate. Um, Tom Hollandaise on TikTok says I really want to make a salamander deck. Make the salamander deck. I can make it for you. I'll do it for you. Not right now, but I'll do it. I'll do it. And you know what? Next stream, we're gonna build a salamander deck. Someone remind me of that later, though, because I will forget. Tom Hollandaise has sent an ice cream cone on TikTok. Thank you, thank you. I see on Twitch says, what kind of cake do you like? Do you know Tres Leches cake? I like Tres Leches cake. What else? I like... What else do I like? I like... 90 says angel food cake. What is an angel food cake? Not me. Am I going to be baked in the cake? I don't want to be baked in the cake. Right? I don't want to be baked in the cake. I'm kidding. I don't actually know what an angel food cake is, though. I'm gonna look it up. Let's look it up. Hang on. I just realized I haven't been playing the music the entire time. I apologize for that. We have music now. Hopefully, I hope everyone can hear it soon. Angel food cake. It looks like it's a sponge kind of cake. Hold up. The IC Tres Leches is amazing. Kuro says chocolate. And Tom Hollandaise on TikTok says caramel cake. That's a thing? Caramel cake is a thing? Is that a thing? And cakes. Okay, so angel food cake looks really good. Actually, if I'm being honest, I kind of like the look of it. I've never had it before. Have I? Hang on. Mom, have I had this? I think it's a monster cake. Oh, sorry. Kuro on Twitch says monster cake. What is a monster cake? Hold up. Pardon me. It's just like a monster, like a monster thing. I don't understand actually. Ah! Sorry, I put stuff away. I didn't mean to. Tom Hollandaise, what is a caramel cake? The High C says it's I like cheesecake, but like frozen cheesecake. Like hard cheesecake? What is a like frozen? I like frozen peanut butter. Frozen peanut butter slaps. Like it's crunchy peanut butter. What is a caramel cake? Caramel cake. Ooh, that looks so good. Hold up. TikTok. You seeing this as well? I want to make sure everyone can see this. Twitch. Everyone can see this. Twitch, YouTube. Everyone can see this good. I hope. Wow. That actually looks pretty tasty, if I'm being honest. The IC says, like, throw it in a freezer for a few moments. Okay, so it's not like ice particle level of frozen. It's just like lightly frozen. Is that the phrase? Lightly frozen? I like that. Okay. I gotta jot these down because these are all really great ideas. So cake, maybe like one of these cakes. Angel food cake looks pretty good. I don't, Kuro, if you could expand on what a monster cake is, because the Google just shows like monster decorations, not like unless you mean monster energy, in which case would that make a good cake? I've never had monster, which I feel like I should have had monster, but I haven't. I'm gonna put this over here and then get YouTube back on. Okay, we're back. We're back in the moment. And I feel like I am. We still have 92 more cards to go for the deck, but we were talking about Cake, and that's much better in my opinion. Other than Cake, because what else? Okay, let's see. What else can we make other than Cake? Cake is an obvious thing. Sauerkraut balls are interesting. We could do sauerkraut balls. I think what is because I'm basically stealing these recipes. I'm plagiarizing her. I'm basically plagiarizing my friend's mother. If I'm being honest. Shattered Angel. We should put in this deck Shattered Angel. But the she makes a mean apple pie. Well, okay, technically not her, but she has a mean apple pie recipe. It's pretty good. I wish I could somehow, like, if there was like a, what is it, 5D, where you can like taste what I'm making, that would be awesome. But I guess you could always follow the recipe and then that. Although I feel like most people would just be there for TikTok stop. Be there just to see me in the maid outfit. That's the thing, right? You have to be honest with me. Is it mostly just for the maid outfit? I feel like that's the case. This is a magic stream. I see you there. I know what you are. I know what you are. Come here. Come here. I know what you are. Let's make sure I'm not like funky on the screen. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, we'll put it back there. We'd be looking at maid outfits. I feel like I'm not quite. We're still a bit away from the goal. So I see she says you can't prove nothing. I know you are, but I can't prove it just yet. It's like that meme. Hatsune Miku on TikTok. Hatsune Miku on TikTok says hi. Hello, Hatsune Miku, I love you. We're building a deck about you, technically speaking. We're building a Gyata deck. And it's I have the Hatsune Miku version. Can we change this? Is that a thing? Let's change this version to a Hatsune Miku. Switch printing to Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku, guys. I love Hatsune Miku. I wish I could see her live. Well, okay, I can. She's technically there. Like, there's a concert in the US, but like, isn't the US concerts like a, what is it called? Just a screen. It's not like the 3D hologram, right? Has anyone been to like the Hatsune Miku concerts in the United States? I'm assuming most of you guys are from the United States. If you're not, that actually be pretty cool. If you're not from the US, you should let me know, because that would be really cool to find out where my viewers are from. That's not the United States. You don't have to dox yourself. Please don't dox yourself. That would be really bad. But yes, in the US they are. Hatsune Miku says yes. In the US they are screens. I see, but is it as good as the holograms? If anyone's seen them, because I kind of want to go to Japan just for that. US doesn't want to pay for holograms. That's fair. Holograms are expensive, aren't they? I feel like they would be expensive. That would be why. Greek says on YouTube says yes, and Hatsune Miku on TikTok says they are very nice but not as good. Okay, good to know. Has anyone actually been? Because that would be really cool. If anyone's been, you could say it's good or bad, yay or nay. I mean, It's expensive. I think. I think it's expensive. I never actually looked at the price. Cool. Valkyrie. I'm going to assume. Also, if any for anyone joining, I am going to be repeating this a couple every now and again, but we are building our second of the 32 decks. Back. Yes. Oh shoot, that's loud. Oh shoot. Okay. Hi. Sorry everybody. I don't know why that happened. Are we back? Are we back? Looks the monitoring looks okay so far. Can anyone attest that we're okay now? And okay, levels look okay again. May have panicked there for a second. Okay, awesome. We're back. We are so back. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what point I cut off at. So we are, let's see. For our last stream, we did, I'm just gonna assume we're gonna go back to the beginning. We did Brimaz, Light of Oreskos. That was our first deck. And if you join us at the beginning of every stream, we actually figure out what we're gonna be building then. So today I decided we're just gonna do angels because, you know, I'm your favorite angel VTuber. I don't know why I say that. I love that. I say that line a lot. Sorry, Hatsune Miku, you said earlier, it's like $100 and it's not guaranteed unless you have to join the gacha. Wait, it's a gacha for the US too, or is it just for Japan? I thought that was just Japan. To be fair, Hatsune Miku, you are an angel. Or Hatsune Miku says you should make me as an angel. And you are an angel. That's why I have you. It's the only... the gacha for Hatsune Miku concerts is for everything? That's wild. Also, Mr. Two-Face, thank you for the likes on TikTok. Oh, Hatsune Miku is... And thank you for the follow, Mr. Two-Face, as well. The... Hatsune Miku secret lair, because there were 3 of them. If you didn't know, there were 3 Hatsune Miku secret lairs. I missed the first drop, and then I got the second one, which had this Hatsune Miku and a couple others. It was really cool. And then... Pardon me. And then... Sorry, my mouth is a little bit dry. And then there was a third one, and it was like what is it called? It was all the planeswalkers, like all the Vocaloids as planeswalkers. It was really cool, but I didn't have the money at the time to buy it, so I didn't. And I regret it. In hindsight, I could have put it on a credit card and just bought it, but that's the financially irresponsible thing to do. Hatsune Miku on TikTok says, Tito made me a sandwich. I have not eaten dinner yet, to be honest. I was gonna make a sandwich, but then I was like, oh shoot, I have like 30 minutes left for the stream. I should probably just make sure everything is gonna work properly and then do anything else. And honestly, I just I'm realizing on these streams, I kind of just talk and I don't actually build it deck half the time. So if anyone has suggestions for what should be put in the angel deck, I am open to them, and it'll probably be in the deck as long as they were like legal to put in the deck. I can't put like a non-white card in this deck. Okay, like we're putting Angel of Vitality in here because we can. I mean, the theme is probably just gonna be Angel Tribal because it's just a value engine of angels. And shoot, I didn't. How's Miko's follow? Thank you on TikTok. Thank you for the follow and thank you for the likes. I am going to give me one moment. I think I'm going to run downstairs and get some water. I will be back in like not 10 seconds. Like, I don't know how many seconds are in a minute. 60. I'll be back in 60 seconds or less. Time. I have water again. Hello, hello. I hope you all got water and all and went to the bathroom and all that. I had to run up the stairs. We're better now. We are all good. Sorry, let me catch my breath real quick. I really ran up and down the stairs. Rose Viper on TikTok says I was lured in by thighs. Well. And thank you for the follow, by the way. Rose also says I gotta stop falling for this. Well, I could just do hold up. Go like ooh. Thighs. That's a great thing to join on. If you want to see me If you want to see me in a maid outfit, doing cooking a cake, I guess, or unless someone else has another ideas, I will be doing that if I hit 50 followers on Twitch and hit affiliate. I am not looking I'm not looking forward to that because that's going to be a weird conversation with my parents. Like, yes, I had to buy a maid outfit and I also need to borrow the kitchen for like a couple hours in a maid outfit because people followed me. Rose Viper art, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Rose Viper says gonna be a reality real fast. Okay, that's why I gotta like. Rose Viper says I will tune into every stream. Well, I mean, go for it. How many do I have? I don't have like that. We're halfway there. It's not like it's gonna be hit like instantly tomorrow, right? Right? Hopefully. I'm gonna hope not. I mean, the video can't be doing that well, right? I mean, who watches VTubers? Except for everybody here, I guess. You all watch VTubers? Why? I can't talk. I also watch way too many VTubers. That's why I'm friends with them and became one, because VTubers. What's the appeal of a maid outfit? Rose Viper on TikTok says, I always watch fellow streamers. Fair. And Saye3 on Twitch says, what deck are you making? That's a great question. We are making the Hatsune Miku Angel Tribal deck because I am everyone's favorite Angel VTuber. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know because that will be probably auto-included in the deck as long as they are within mono white. Matcha Cow Gaia has followed. Thank you for the follow. Matcha Cow Gaia says, howdy, I'm a maid in cow form. Well, I am an angel, which is about to be a maid, I guess. The High Seasons, whoa, 30 followers. Shoot. If you don't know Matcha and everyone else, if I feel like I'm saying this like every few minutes, but if I hit 50 followers on Twitch and hit affiliate, which is probably gonna be happening faster than the 50 followers thing. But if I do, I will have to wear a maid outfit and do on like a cooking stream and probably other streams, honestly. But mostly that. Saye3, what is my price range? The price range is honestly anything. I mean, I'm not gonna have like I probably won't do any cards that are over $10 in value. I mean, I'll also consider anything, but it's hot in here. Also, thank you for the follow. We're probably going to be doing, I think, anything other than under $15. Any cards under $15 is probably the play. I've been told I need to have like a broad budget, but I'm lazy. Full disclosure, I pick the decks like at the very beginning of every stream. I don't actually plan those in advance. It's gonna pick whatever floats the boat. Also, I think we should put this in the deck, the Segovian Angel, because it's a 1-mana angel. Oh, the angel, this one right here, in case no one could see it earlier. If I don't know how to, what? Segovian Angel. Sorry about that. Oh no, I already had one. What? I don't know. What's happening? Okay. Sorry. I don't know how to read. That's my bad. Segovian Angel. It's a 1/1 for 1 with flying and vigilance, which is just pure value, mind you, at this point. Hello to everyone viewing the stream. Welcome. We're building a Kiata Font of Hope Angel Tribal deck. And on it, we're going to be having the Hatsune Miku because that's one of the Hatsune Mikus that I actually have, because Hatsune Miku is red. And we're doing angels because I'm an angel. Sky 3 says, Nyx Lotus helps a lot. What is Nyx Lotus? Nyx Lotus. It's a $4 card. We can add it. Nyx Lotus says, 4 mana, enters the battlefield, tap legendary artifact. Choose tap and choose a color. Add the amount of color equal to my devotion to that color. That's going to be amazing. Our devotion to white. Devotion is our devotion to a color, in case anyone is not aware. Devotion to a color is the number of mana symbols on on all your cards of that color in mana cost of permanents you control. So for example, if we have a bunch of cards that have like 2 mana, like we have 5 cards that say they cost 2 white mana each, that means we have 10 devotion, which means if we tap this, we get 10 mana. We can basically cast all those for just with one card. Easy. Sorry, I'm drinking water because it's really hot. And so if you hear me like pausing and like, oh, like feel like I'm sounding like I'm dying or something, that's why. Not to die from the seat, because I don't think I have the AC on right now, and I'm too lazy to run out again. So, what else do we want to add? I think we should be adding. There's a lot of angels in this, in general. I think. Sunblast Angel. 6 mana total for 4/5 creature. Here, when it enters the battlefield, destroy all tapped creatures. That's pretty good. I feel like we should add that to the deck. Add it. Pull up. Oh! Sorry, I'm moving around TikTok as well while I'm at it. We're gonna add Sunblast Angel because it's a rad card. Sunblast. It's hot. Okay, so let's see what else. Speaker of the Heavens is a pretty good card. It says 1/1 for 1 vigilance. Create a 4/4 angel creature token flying only if you have 7 more life than your starting life total, and only anytime you cast a sorcery. I think it's pretty good. Should we make this more Hatsune Miku themed? Does anyone have any ideas of how we can make it more Hatsune Miku themed? I mean, cards could be Hatsune Miku themed. The High C says Miku Fortnite. Well, there was Fortnite in Magic the Gathering, and that's honestly kind of what Magic is doing a little bit. If you don't already know, Magic does these things called Universes Beyond, where they'll take other IPs and they will basically put them in as Magic cards. So this year we had Avatar: The Last Airbender, Final Fantasy. We had the High C says, yeah, I like Doctor Who cards. Doctor Who was last year, I think, but those were neat. I never watched Doctor Who. I think I watched 1 episode and I was like, eh. I feel like there's better episodes than episode 1. I mean, it wasn't bad. I just didn't prefer it, if I'm being honest. Let's see, what else came out this year? Let me think. It was, SpongeBob Secret Lair happened. That was a thing. I may have gotten some and then immediately sold it because I didn't want it. I was planning to give it as a gift, but my friend already had gotten it. So I was just like, well, I don't want it. I'm just going to get rid of it then. Next year, there's going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's going to be... What else? Oh, Sae 3 on TikTok says proxies. I guess, yeah, we could technically proxy all this to make it Hatsune Miku themed, which is probably what we'll do, if I'm being honest. That seems like a cool idea. Like, make them all Hatsune Miku themed. Because, I mean, there are a bajillion Mikus. Every Miku is canon, I think. I don't know. I don't actually, is it? I'm pretty sure. I know Hatsune Miku and Godzilla being friends is canon. If you saw in the Fortnite, they did the combined beam thingies. And I think that it is canon that they are best friends or something. Does anyone know Hatsune Miku lore? I'm not that well versed. I like Hatsune Miku. I'm not the well versed on lore. I don't know how much lore there actually is. I just have a few figures hidden around the house. But let's see. What other magic sets are coming out this year or next year? There's Star Trek, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Marvel Superheroes. Oh, Spider-Man came out this year. I hated that set. Spider-Man sucked. Spider-Man sucked hard. I hated it. It was a terrible set. I played it in Magicon a lot, and it just was not fun. I feel like there's like 4 Universes Beyonds coming out next year. Marvel Superheroes, Star Trek. Natalie on TikTok, thank you for following. Thank you. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles also came out this year, or is coming out next year, and then there's a 4th one. Does anyone know the 4th magic set coming out next year? I feel like somebody here knows it. You will get my undying approval if you know it. Heroes Ed says it's something. It is something. I don't remember. Hey Google, what are the Magic Universes Beyonds coming out in 2026? It is The Hobbit. The Hobbit's coming out next year. That one. We had Lord of the Rings. Now we're getting The Hobbit. Well, I don't know how this is gonna be different. I watched Lord of the Rings. Tried to watch Lord of the Rings. I watched it during Christmas last year. Not a fan. I was not a fan. Has anyone seen Lord of the Rings? Watch the director's cut, to be fair. It was super boring. Demir290, thank you for the follow. And Muffin, thank you for the galaxy. I feel like someone should explain to me what these gifts are. I feel like there's something, and I don't know. And it worries me. Thank you so much. If that's what if it's like money, oh my god, thank you so much. You do not have to spend money on me. Please spend wisely. I don't want anyone going broke because of anything because of what I do. But Muffin, thank you so much for the galaxy. On TikTok, I feel like I should clarify on TikTok. So I'm streaming to like 3 places, and I don't. It's just Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. How was everyone's Christmas? Oh my gosh. If you celebrate Christmas, how was everyone's Christmas? Brett on TikTok says hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are building a Giada Font of Hope deck for our 32 deck challenge. In case you aren't aware, I'm doing a 32 deck challenge where I'm building one deck of every single Magic the Gathering color. That means 32, or every color combination. That's 32. We already made a black and white one, and now we're doing the mono white one because with Angel Tribal, because that's what's the Magic the Gathering. It is the most popular it's the most popular card game in the world, technically speaking. But it's if you're familiar with like any card games, it's just that it's a card game with 5 different colors. Geek90 says, how would you react to somebody drawing you? I would not mind at all. Please feel free to. I that's why I do it. I want fan art. I want fan art. You got okay. If you draw fan art, you have to tell me. You have to send it to me on like TikTok or like Twitter or whatever. But you gotta show me eventually. Once it's done, I want to see it. I want to see it. So I would be really appreciative in hindsight. Muffin on TikTok says Pokemon. It's kind of like Pokemon, like in a Saye3 says, is it on TikTok says, is it okay to share links? Sure, as long as it's not malicious. If we find out it's malicious, you go bye. But Muffin, yes, it is on. It's kind of similar to the Pokemon card game. It's like 2 players. There are 5 colors which are like Pokemon types. There's only 5. It's not like a weakness thing. It's more like every color has its own kind of deal, like what it's good at. For example, blue cards is like a lot of drawing cards, stopping other people from playing cards. Red is like a very aggressive, like I want to basically make your life 0 really fast. Green is like playing the big Pokemon cards. Like sorry, I should clarify. Do you know if you're familiar with the Pokemon card game? Where was my thought process? I immediately lost my thought process. Sae has given a link for the for their Gyata. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at that. Hang on. Pardon me. I'm gonna drink some water real quick before. So Muffin, yes, you are familiar with Pokemon, the card game at least. So unlike Pokemon, where you can only play during your turn, there are certain kinds of cards called instants. Like see here, these are called instants. You can do like those you can play anytime, but otherwise they're pretty similar. Miles Killers, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you. Muffin says same thing as when Beyblades were a thing. Okay, sorry, not to get off track. So has anyone seen the Beyblade anime? Because that's gonna clarify some kind of what I say. But I guess I'll clarify regardless. So back in elementary school, this was during like the Metal series, when the Metal series was very big. It shows my age, but that's okay. Sorry, water. So yes, Miles Killer says yes. Okay, that's great. So back in elementary school, everyone played Beyblades. It was like the hot thing. Although Pokemon cards was also a thing, but not really, because no one really knew how to play the actual card game. Regardless, everyone played that, and my mom said, no, you're not allowed to play it. So what could I do to interact instead? Good question. I basically became, if you're familiar with in the anime, there was an organization called the WBBA, the World Beyblade Association. And I think that's also a thing in real life. That was a thing in real life as well. But I basically lied to everyone and said I was certified. I was in elementary school. Keep in mind, 5th grade. I was in elementary school. I lied to everybody that I was certified and that I would run all the tournaments. And I tried to make like a weird point system where you could only enter tournaments. Like in the anime, you could only enter the tournaments if you had a certain amount of points, Bay points. So I did. So I basically like ran I don't want to call it a gang, but it was kind of like a weird gang thing, because there were multiple different types of stadiums. Oh, who here is, sorry, I am getting off topic, like somewhat, but who here is familiar with Bay Wheels? If you're familiar with Bay Wheels, I basically came up with Bay Wheels before Bay Wheels was a thing. So Bay Wheels, for those who don't know, it's like a Beyblade, but if you turn it on its side and got rid of like the tip part, it's basically just a wheel. You would hit against each other, and there was so we had like a slide. So one of the arenas we had multiple arenas. One of them was a slide. Kaz, also thank you for the likes on TikTok. Sorry, I'm getting really into all this and I'm not reading the comments. I'm also not building the deck, but that's not the point. So I would basically, so this, we had a slide where you would race the bait instead of like who spun out first. It was like who would get to the bottom of the slide first. You would get on the top, you would rip the Beyblades, and you would go down the slide until, and whoever got down there first won. But we realized if you turn it sideways, it becomes like a wheel, and you would that would go faster down the slide. And so we figured that out. Other stadiums were like a weird desert, like a lot of the playground was just like a flat desert like thing. We had a hole in the ground with like jagged and all that. That was another arena we did. And what else? I think that was it. But basically you would get points for like if you stadiumed out somebody or if you like spun out and all that stuff. It was cool. I didn't actually get to play the Beyblades, so I basically ran the Beyblade organization. It sucked. I didn't know what I was doing, if I'm being honest. Sorry, let's get back to all these things. People are commenting and I'm not paying attention. I was too into Beyblades. So let me see real quick. Muffin on TikTok says, me and my Media El Drago beat everybody. My Forbidden Bay, you would have had me locked up. Some people modified their Beyblades, and that was not allowed if we found that out. Muffin says, yeah, I've heard of Bay Wheels. Kaz says, what deck are you building? I am building, for anyone who's coming in, I am building a Gyada Font of Hope deck, the Angel Tribal, for the white deck in our 32 deck challenge. In our previous live, we did a Brymas for the black and white. So this time we are doing a mono white. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. At the beginning of every stream, we decide what the color is going to be. This time I decided, just because I'm an angel, I'm going to do the angel deck. Thank you, Hakaz, for the follow. Thank you. Let's see. And if anyone has any suggestions for what should go in the Gyada deck, I am more than open to them. Please send in your suggestions. I will most likely be putting them in the deck. Alex says, I think you have something in my eye. I do. Well, are you talking about this rose? That is a secret. And technically speaking, on Twitch, if you go to channel redeems, there is a redeem to take off the eye or to take off the rose. What that does is a very big secret, and I cannot let you know until that happens. Wink. Muffin says, also my black color Feng Leon, still my good luck charm to this day. Oh my gosh, yes. As said, bet earn a follow. Nice. Thank you. Also, anyone who's coming in who's not aware, if I hit 50 followers, and I don't mean to like get people away from all the other platforms, but if I hit 50 followers on Twitch and I hit affiliate, I will be doing a maid outfit stream. I'll be doing a cooking maid outfit stream. Where I'm going to be making either a cake or something else. If it's one of my latest videos, if I hit 50 followers, I will be doing that. Please give me some grace because I will need to order one. So, please spare me, please. It's going to be really awkward if I walk around the house and ask my parents to leave the kitchen alone for a couple hours so I can walk around in maid dress and cook something. But I'll do it. I committed to the bit. I'm going to be doing it. Just have mercy, please. Please. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got very off topic. I'm going to drink some water real quick. Golden on TikTok. Golden on Twitch says Lyra Dawnbringer. What does Lyra Dawnbringer do? And Yeah, it says, lol, I do a lot of lives myself, but I gotta support the community where I can. Thank you for that. I appreciate everyone who comes to my lives. Honestly, half the time I always run on the assumption that no one's gonna show up and that I get to just be stupid and no one gets to see it. Now everyone gets to see how stupid I am sometimes. Like how I said I love balls the other last stream. I kept saying I love balls and it became a thing. So I am the balls streamer, I guess. Let's figure out what Lyra, it's because Noji on TikTok says I love ball too. Muffin says, oh, and Dagger the Shifter says, what's up, Dagger? How are you? Welcome. Let's figure out what Lyra Dawnbreaker does before Golden gets upset. Dagger, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Lyra, and please forgive me if I accidentally skip your chat. I am streaming to 3 different places, so forgive me for if I miss something. Kat says, lol, I will now be min-maxing your fan club now. Dagger, thank you for the follow, and I believe someone gave me a like on TikTok. Thank you. Velvet, I believe it was. Golden on TikTok or on Twitch says, I won't get upset. Bet you won't. Sorry, Lyra Dawnbringer, everybody. Golden's suggestion. Everybody, thank you for the likes. Thank you. Lyra Dawnbringer, what does that do, everybody? Let's see. It's 5 mana, 3 and 2 white. For a 5/5 creature that says flying first strike. In case anyone does not know what first strike does, it means during combat this creature will be actually doing the damage first before everyone else. It has lifelink, which means anytime this card deals damage, it actually gains me life. So in this case, if it does 5 damage, it will give me 5 life. And other angels I control get +1/+1 and also gain that lifelink ability. That's awesome. Thank you for the suggestion, Golden. And Golden, if you don't know, I may have to borrow your kitchen and you for a cooking stream because I might have to do a maid outfit cooking stream. Because my parents will be weirded out and they kind of probably want the kitchen. So just in case. How many followers do I have on Twitch? I really hope we're not super close to that number, because if we are, I am so fucked. This is an 18+ stream, technically speaking, by the way. I will curse if anyone bothers. If you're a child, go away if you're a child. Avi says, just made a Hackaball deck with a friend and I see more MTG. Well, we're here. I love to hear. That's MTG. For anyone who doesn't know, I play a bunch of TCGs. I play Magic the Gathering, Pokemon. I have played Yu-Gi-Oh! What are the other ones? Riftbound. I want to try out the Gundam one. I will also Hearthstone and the Shadowverse ones. I've also played those. I played a bunch of games, so if anyone has any questions on how these games work, and if you don't know what Magic is, please let me know and I'll give you like a synopsis. Golden on Twitch says that's, oh shoot. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I hope the mic didn't pick that up. Golden says on Twitch says, that sounds good, gonna have to head out though, visiting family. Of course, Golden, thank you for coming. I always appreciate your company. Shy has followed me. Thank you on TikTok. Thank you for the follow. We're going to continue building our Gyata deck. How many cards do we have in this deck? So far, we only have 20 cards out of 100, so we need a lot more. Granted, we still have 30 lands, so maybe 50 cards. We have 50 cards left. That's a lot of cards. And if anyone has any suggestions, feel free. We are making a second of the 32 deck challenge. We did the black and white one on the last stream. It was pretty cool, but I don't know what our next color is going to be. If you want to decide what the next color is going to be, feel free to give a suggestion when we start the next stream. Be sure to be there so you can have it. Sorry, I am so in my head right now. Be sure to stop by and give your suggestions on the next stream of what we're going to be making. Let's see. What else should we be putting in the deck? Shy on TikTok says your content just started popping up on my FYP and been loving it. 10 out of 10. Well, thank you for that, Shy. I'm so glad people are enjoying it. That's what I came here for. That's why I'm here. My goal is to become everyone's favorite Angel VTuber. Do you play Magic, Shy? Also, thank you for the follow. In case I haven't said that already, I appreciate everybody. I think Herald of War is a good idea. Let's see. Herald of War is 5 mana. It says Baroti Balaz on TikTok. Am I saying that right? It says hello there. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are building a Giada Angel deck for the 32 deck challenge. If you don't know what that is, that means we are building a commander deck for every single Magic color combination. Almost got it right. Okay, well, Baroti am I at least doing Baroti correctly? Let's see. What else? What are the cards? Let's put some sorceries in the deck. Let's get some sorceries in here. Generous Gift is not a sorcery, but we're gonna put that in anyways because we need removal. It's good. Removal is great. Generous Gift. Use Gift. Baroti says, sadly, I don't understand the game, and yes, you got my family name right. Okay. Baroti, if you're not familiar with Magic, it is, well, how do I best to describe it? Do you know any other card games? Because I can usually base it off of other card games. But there's basically 5 different types of 5 different colors of Magic. The goal is to bring your opponent's life to 0. And either by attacking them, so like if you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's kind of similar to that. Pokemon's pretty similar to in its own way. But it's a fun game. I suggest everyone try it out. Tom Hollanday says on TikTok says we need pretty lands. Well, I think we're gonna be putting in pretty lands, of course. We're gonna be putting Hatsune Miku lands actually. We're gonna do what we're gonna do since we got Miku as the commander. We're gonna make this kind of more Hatsune Miku theme. So we're gonna proxy up a couple of these to make it more like Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku's great. Who here loves Hatsune Miku? Right? Everyone here loves Hatsune Miku, right? You better be. Baroti, you're not card games aren't your thing. Fair enough. To be fair, I mean, some of the cards are pretty low. I mean, like, look at this Hatsune Miku card. You know better. I mean, you're not wrong, but I can't say that. I don't think I'm allowed to say that. Given this is a Hatsune Miku deck. Some Honda says on TikTok says Magic Gathering is really fun. What? Yes, it is fun. I will say it is very fun. I think everyone should maybe give it a try. Tom Holidays, you know what Hatsune Miku is? How do you not? Baroti says, I am going to just fall asleep here if you don't mind. Of course, go for it. That's what we're here. I'm here to make everyone happy. You can do, as long as you aren't hurting people, welcome, and enjoy your stay. I hope my voice serenades you in its own way. I don't think my voice is very serenady, but we'll see. Shy says, what is the best way for a beginner to start? Ooh, that is a very good question. If anyone has any suggestions, feel free to tell him or tell them. But I would say if you don't have any if you have local game stores, actually, I would suggest going there first. That's a great way, and being like, hey, usually on Fridays, there is something called Friday Night Magic. A lot of people come in and want to play games. If you have a local game store, look it up and see if there's one nearby. I would say come in on a Friday evening, Friday night, come in, ask around, like, hey, I'm looking to get into Magic. Could I join one of you for a game? And more often than not, someone will be there and be like, hey, yeah, of course, you can borrow my deck, actually. And that's the cheap, you don't have to spend any money. The community is very welcoming. There may be one or two bad ones, but Barotti says, I like your voice, is very calming. Thank you, thank you. And you all said, wait, so you actually have to buy the cards? I thought it was just online. So there is a physical version, and then there's also a online version called Magic Arena. So there's physical cards. It's like Pokemon, where you can like buy physical cards, but there's also an online client. Play both. I don't play a lot of physical anymore. And sorry, I got way too in my head. Yeah, there's Magic, the best way, the most sorry, give me one moment to like reset myself real quick. Okay, so for Magic the Gathering, the format that I play a lot is called Commander. It's where you can play basically with like 4 different people. Tom Holiday says, I feel the best way to start is to get one of those pre-constructed decks. That's how I started. Yes. If I'm confusing, please let me know if I'm going too fast or if I am not making too much sense. There are, let me see if I can pull an example up real quick. TG. So if people are butts, or if you have like other people around, there are things called pre-constructed decks, or pre-con decks, and they are basically like a deck all in one, and they're pretty darn good decks too. So if you want to jump in, like as soon as like someone, if you feel like you like the game after trying it, borrowing people's decks, I say play one of these. It's basically one deck, and they're really good. If you like Final Fantasy, or they did a lot of Universes Beyonds, which is basically like taking other IPs and making Magic cards with them. So like there's a Doctor Who one, Final Fantasy, there's gonna be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Marvel Superheroes, next year's also gonna be Star Trek. Sorry, one moment please. I am getting a knock on my door. Give me one moment. How do I mute myself? I am so, oh shoot, sorry, hang on. I am so sorry about that, everybody. I have been told I'm getting Taco Bell now. And also my parents woke up, so there's that too. Willow says, hello Willow. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the likes. Shy says, I heard that Commander can be confusing to start, but I did get a couple of pre-con for friends and to learn. That's great. I think, yes, it can be confusing, but just because there's a lot of cards, that's the only reason it can be confusing. I don't think it's actually going to be. Also, Barotti, thank you for welcoming back. Thank you. trying to think. Commanders is the most popular way, and like, because you can play with 4 people, I think it's a good thing to do. I think it's a very good format to try. That's what I play the most. And it's the most casual kind of format. You don't have to be die hard. I try to stay away from being being very competitive about decks, because back in 2020, fun fact about me, I was one of the best ranked players on the online client in Magic the Gathering. But so the story goes that this is not to brag, because the story does not end very well, or it ends okay. It didn't end badly. Blazer 4500 or 45,000, I don't know why I said 4500, says, I would personally recommend either Jumpstart or the Welcome decks for beginners. Those are very good ideas. Those are very simplified cards. I honestly think the best way to go about it is if you find your local game store and ask around. I think it'll be very helpful. People are generally very kind and helpful and are willing to lend your decks. That way you don't have to buy anything. But Commander is definitely something you're going to be playing a lot more, I think. And I say that. Oh, so I was playing a lot of Arena back in 2020 during college, and I kind of played a lot. Instead of actually going to class and stuff, I played a lot of Magic the Gathering online. It's not a smart idea. Nobody do that. That's a very bad idea. But I would play a lot of quick decks, so my games would last like 10 minutes. Either I would win or lose in 10 minutes, at least. And I won a lot, and so I realized that my rank got higher and higher until I hit the highest level, and then it started giving me a number, and that number started getting smaller, and I didn't realize why. Like you said, oh, I'm number 1000 something something. And then I was number 800 something something. Then and then I realized that was your rank in the world. It was really, I was really happy about that. But I also got really into it, which meant if I lost, I kind of got very ragey. I almost broke a desk. I ended up at rank 250 something, 253 I think it was at the end. Before I realized this is not good for me. I am getting very angry whenever I would lose. I should stop playing Magic. So I stopped playing Magic for about half a year after that, actually, because I got too competitive. Hyper Nightjoy, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Thank you. I did not enjoy Magic at that point because I was just in it to win it. I wasn't doing it for fun. So yeah, Baroti, since when did Baroti asks on TikTok, since when did you start playing Magic the Gathering? I played back in middle school, I will say. It was I had no friends, so when I went into middle school, all my friends from elementary school went to a different middle school, and I was really sad about that. And so I had no friends. I made one friend who he might show up on, I might do a live with him one day, but he was a guy I sat next to in class a lot. He would always ask me for a pencil because he would always lose his, and he would never give them back because he would always lose those as well. But instead, I became friends with him as a result, and he's still one of my best friends to this day. I may have been into him for a short period of time, but I am no longer into him. And so he said, hey, you should play Magic the Gathering. There's a Magic the Gathering club in the school, before our school. And so I did that. And I was okay at the game. I kind of sucked, if I'm being honest. I kind of sucked at the game. I played a lot in middle school. And that's how I made a lot of my friends in middle school, actually, is because I just played Magic with them. I did build a deck to start beating people with. It was my first ever deck that I built to myself. It was a Goblin deck. Goblin D's nuts. You can make those jokes. Feel free to. And so it was so good that And I feel like I don't mean this is not a bragging thing. It's just more of a funny story. There was a friend actually who made like a big dragon deck that nobody could beat. If it was like turn 3, you're done. The game's over because you can't deal with the dragons. They're too powerful for us. And so what I did was I tried to build a deck. At the time it was like an angel deck actually. I tried to build an angel deck to counter it because like what can go toe to toe with a dragon? Oh, maybe like a demon or an angel. Instead, I realized big brain here. What if I kill him before he can play his dragons? And that's what I did. I basically built goblins so I could win on like before turn 3. Everyone hated me after that because I would beat them within 3 turns, like most of the time. And I mean, I liked it. It's fun. And then I played a little bit less in high school because people, Rado on TikTok, thank you for the follow. Thank you. In high school I played less. I played more D&D in high school, but I still played decks. I was still really into the lore. And in case you didn't know, Magic the Gathering has lore to it, and it's really fun. It's really interesting. Now it's not as good, if I'm being honest, but that's okay. Let's see. Blazer, and then I played a little bit back in college. I started getting back into it in 2020 initially, there was that time I became like very good at Magic, and then I stopped, and then I started playing again with friends, just locally. And then the rest is history. I started playing a lot more with just friends. And then here we are today. I'm building decks because it's fun. Magic is fun again for me. I think, and this is different for everybody, but I think there's a certain level of competitiveness that you can't have. I tried to do a Pro Tour qualifier and I did okay, but I dropped the event just because it wasn't fun. I did not like how stiff everything felt. It felt like if I do something wrong, I could get in trouble, like legit in trouble. And when we play with friends, that's not the case. If you make a mistake or you realize something, it's not the end of the world. Either you can undo that, or if you didn't realize something, like you said, like, oh, I can't actually do this to this card. If you're playing competitively, that's just boom, you're done. You can't use the card anymore. You already used it. It doesn't actually do anything in that case, and you're just done. But if you're playing with friends, you can just be like, oh, can I undo that? And that's okay. I got very ranty there. Blazer says also they will hook you up with some cards as well. Yes, if you're new to Magic and you go to your local game store and say, hey, I'm new to Magic, I want to try it out. A lot of the times the game store has like welcome decks. They're not very good cards, if I'm being honest, most of the time. But they are pretty good to start out with, if I'm being... They won't break the thing, but they're very good and they're very fun, mind you. Barachi on TikTok says, do you have any other hobbies besides, or are you fully invested? I have a lot of hobbies. Like, obviously there's Magic, and there's other card games like Pokemon. I have a Pokedex binder, and I've been meaning to make a video about it. I'm just lazy. It's a Pokedex binder where it's all 135 Pokemon as cards. That's gonna be hard, because if you don't know, some cards are really hard to find, or like some Pokemon only have like one card ever. That's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited to do that. I have to post a video about it because there's a challenge I'm doing for it. I won't spoil it, but if I lose it, I have to give a friend a very expensive card. Like if I don't do it within a certain timeline, I have to do that. Not fun, but hey. I also play a lot of... Okay. Rotis, yeah, it sounds really expensive. Yes, kind of. Okay, so a lot of the cheaper Pokemon cards are like 10 cents, 5 cents. They're really easy. I'm not gonna say like get the big cards. Shire Shire. Am I saying that right? X Shire on TikTok or on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. What was I saying? Some cards are cheaper, a lot cheaper, like 10 cents, 5 cents. Some are like a cent if you buy like a bundle. They're not going to be as bad. A lot of the cards are like, you hear about these expensive $1,000 cards, $2,000 cards. I'm not going to buy any of those if I'm being honest. That's just well within my well out of my price range. Other than that, oh, X Shire on Twitch says, heck yeah, like the Shire from Lord of the Rings. Okay, that makes sense. Lord of the Rings. I don't know if anyone has heard. I was there when I mentioned earlier. I tried to get Lord of the Rings. I really want to try Lord of the Rings, but it's so long. I could not finish it, but I want to try it again. I did watch the director's cut on Christmas, so that probably wasn't the best idea. Other hobbies I have, I play a lot of D&D. I have a weekly D&D game. So after my first campaign, I had the brilliant foresight to say the following to my DM and my friends after I played my first campaign. I told him, hey, I really liked it. I would like to try DMing. I then proceeded to have to DM every single campaign after that. Don't suggest DMing a campaign unless you want to become a forever DM. It was fun. I still enjoy it. I'm now not a DM. There's a friend who I'm doing a campaign with. It's part of why I can't actually stream on Fridays. It's because I have the D&D campaign then. I also am thinking of doing a campaign with other VTubers. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Be fun if that's going to be fun for you. If not, I might not do it, but we'll have to see. And other than that, I like VTubers. I feel like that might be very obvious. I love watching VTubers. Why I became one. And I have a lot of hobbies, I'm realizing. And I guess this is also a hobby. I don't really... I would call this a thing I do. A hobby. It's not besides Magic the Gathering. It's kind of in tandem with Magic the Gathering. I don't intend to do just Magic the Gathering. I tend to do a bunch of other stuff. I just want to become a little bit more established before I manage to do that. Maybe. I mean, I play a lot of RPGs, like Persona. I have started playing Persona. If anyone's familiar with Persona, who here has played Persona at least? Actually, let me... Xshire on Twitch says VTuber campaign would be so much fun to watch. Okay, I'm definitely open to doing that. I will have to get in touch with some of the VTubers I know, see if they wanted to do that, and if they're excited to do that. If they aren't, I will see if I can get that started. Let me think. I would most likely be DMing just because I am suggesting it. So a campaign is usually like, I don't know how many people can be on a campaign, like logistically, but like 4 people is pretty good. 4 players and then a DM is a really good idea generally. But that's my plan, is to do that. Let me think. I know 1, 2, 3. How many VTubers do I know? Granted, they also have to say yes. So I'm running on the assumption that they'll all say yes. But we'll have to see. Ketra's Monument, we'll be adding to this deck. Let me think. What other... I feel like I do a lot and then I don't... Oh, anime. Anime is a hobby, right? I've recently gone back to anime. Who here's watched anime? Oh, okay. I feel like 90% of the people who watch VTubers have probably watched at least an anime before in their lives, but who knows? Honestly, who knows? If so, what is your favorite anime? Because I am trying to get back into it. I haven't watched it in a long time. I want to try getting back into it. I've recently watched Oshinoko, the idol kind of. It's not really an idol anime, but it's kind of like one, like half, maybe a quarter idol anime. It's really good. I have been told to watch the Chainsaw Man movie. That seems really good. And what else? What else? I don't know. If anyone has any suggestions for anime, please let me know, because I would love to get back more into watching anime. My parents. Oh, I watched the Musume Cinderella Grey anime. I watched that with my mom, and she loved it. I was surprised. She usually is not into anime, like Spy Family and yeah, Spy Family is really it. But Tyler on TikTok says, I see magic. Yes, we are doing our 32 deck challenge stream right now. If you don't know what the 32 deck challenge is, it's where you are making a commander deck for every single color combination. Stream we did black white. This stream we're doing mono white, angels, Miku themed is probably where we're gonna make it in the end. We're doing a little bit of angels because I am an angel VTuber, so I feel like it was a very good idea. The plan is to do one of every single color, including colorless. So we'll see how that goes. If you have any suggestions on what cards to be putting in the deck, I'm more than happy to see them. And honestly, we'll probably be putting them in the deck as long as they are within the colors. Like, obviously I can't put a red card in the deck. Excalibur. Tyler says, I was thinking earlier if that Excalibur 2 would be good for angels. Let's see what Excalibur. Let's see, Excalibur 2. Excalibur 2 says 1 mana for legendary artifact. Whenever you gain life, put a charge counter on Excalibur 2. It gets +1/+1 for each charge counter on Excalibur 2, equipped 3. That is really cool, actually. I think that would be I think we put in the deck then. Because if we attach it to anything with lifelink, that's so much damage. And especially because all of our angels have flying, meaning we can actually fly over everybody with like the huge creatures, huge angels. The angels, it's like Ride of the Valkyries except Miku. I don't know what could we make that Miku themed in the end. I don't actually know. That, and Tyler says that and Genji gloves for extra combats. Ooh, Genji gloves is also a pretty good one. For anyone that doesn't know, Genji glove says, for anyone that doesn't know, Genji glove says 5 mana for an artifact equipment that says equipped creature has double strike. When it attacks, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap it. If after this phase there's an additional combat phase. That can be pretty nasty. I'm just saying. But let's see what I feel like there's a lot of Tyler, thank you for the likes. Thank you. I think, let's see what other ooh, move on to some enchantments. Let's put some enchantments in the deck. I think, let's see, I already have an authority to consoles, so I think that's a pretty good idea. It would annoy the hell out of my friends. So let's put in the deck. Authority of Miku, basically, is how we're gonna flavor that. And I don't have to buy it, so that's also the main thing. What time is it, actually? We might have to end the stream soon, maybe? How long have we been doing this for? We have a couple. We have a bit left. Pearl Medallion and Wind Crystals for cheaper spells. We already have Pearl Medallion right here, but we do not have a Wind Crystal. I think that's a good idea as well. Wind Crystal says 2 and 2 white for a legendary artifact that says all our white spells, which is pretty much all of ours, will be 1 less to cast. If I were to gain life, gain twice that life instead. And I can 4 and 2 white to tap it, and creatures gain flying and lifelink until the end of turn. I think, flying is a little redundant, but lifelink is going to be just great. Let's see, what else should we put in? Perfect. Excalibur 2 is, it would be, Tyler says, perfect with Excalibur. I'm inclined to agree. Let's see, what else? How many angels do we have? We don't have enough angels. I think we should put more angels in the deck. Let's see, creatures. Inspiring Overseer is a auto-include, I think, just for card advantage. Inspiring Overseer, my bad. Inspiring Overseer. Especially because I have like a bajillion of these cards. I played a lot of New Capenna, and that's what the card is from, right? It's here. For those that don't know, it says 2 and a white for a 2/1 flying angel cleric. When it enters, you gain a life and you draw a card. You. It's an angel, and it helps because Giada says that anytime an angel enters, put an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each angel I already control. All the angels are going to be huge. Tyler says, I've been having a lot of fun mono blue with Memnon. I recommend if you haven't made blue yet. I've not. I have only done black and white and then also this white. I usually decide what colors I'm going to be playing or what commanders I'm going to be playing at the beginning of each stream if we're starting a brand new deck. So I guess the incentive for everyone to be sure to follow for see when we go live. Tyler says he likes artifacts. Yes, he does. I've seen the card. It's great. Let's see. We already have that. What else should we put? I feel like Tyler, thank you for the follow. Thank you. The Angel of Finality is a good card. I think we should put that in. It says it's a 3/4 flyer. When this creature enters, exile target player's graveyard. I think we put that in the deck. Angel of Finality. You know, I just realized after. So I had some audio issues or some going live issues at the beginning of the stream. So you know what I forgot to do at the beginning is put out on Twitter that I was going live. So silly me, I haven't done that yet, and it's probably too late at this point to do it. So I'm not going to do it because I am lazy, and the stream will be ending in the next, I have no idea how long, but I mean, it's not like it's going to end like right now, but you know how it be sometimes. 1 second, please. Random question. How many followers on Twitch do I have right now? Because I feel like it's a big number. 32 people are following me on Twitch. Oh shoot. I feel like we're gonna get to that number faster than I think we are of the maid stream, the maid outfit stream. Hopefully. Maybe I should really start bookmarking that. Let's see, what else should we put? I'm gonna put this over here, put that stream manager back on. And yeah. So we are going to be what should we put in the deck? Anyone have any suggestions? Feel free to put them in the chat. I don't know what else to be putting in the deck. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, mind you. There's a lot of good stuff. obviously we need to put angels. Oh, Youthful Valkyrie. You know what that does? Whenever another angel enters, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's pretty darn good. Youthful Valkyrie. Youthful Valkyrie. We already have one. We already have one in the deck. Whoops. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Let's see what deck. Oh. Oh, shoot. I did not realize the time. Actually, we are going to have to end the stream early. I'm so sorry for everyone who's joining us just now. I am Noob Nugget. I stream every. Sorry, we're not gonna do the ads. We're gonna go over here real quick. I am so sorry. We are going to have to end the stream right about now. Thank you to everyone who joined us. I really appreciate everybody who joined us. I'm sorry for ending it kind of abruptly. We will be continuing the stream. For anyone who doesn't know, Shire, you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you everybody for coming. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern if you want to come by. And don't forget, if we keep getting the mainstream, or if we get enough follows, I'm going to do the mainstream. But other than that, I hope everyone has a lovely rest of the day. I hope to see you all next time. Bye-bye!